There's strong reaction today to Don Lemon's arrest.
The Trump administration taking new aggressive steps against journalists.
His former colleagues at CNN expressing outrage.
This very much has Trump retribution vibes.
The White House responding with mockery, announcing Lemon's arrest on social media with the caption, "When life gives you lemons."
Another day in the weirdest, worst timeline ever. So Trump pardoned people who grabbed patients in abortion clinics, people who were seeking care. Now his DOJ is going after Don Lemon.
Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news.
A former CNN anchor is reportedly facing federal charges under the same law that sent anti-abortion, forced pro-birthers to prison, except Trump pardoned those people 3 days into his presidency.
Next, we have a set of pardons for peaceful pro-life protesters.
23 people were prosecuted. They should not have been prosecuted.
This is real. This is happening in 2026. Don Lemon is being charged under the FACE Act, while the people who physically grabbed patients and barricaded themselves into clinic bathrooms and forced facilities to evacuate get to walk free. And real quick, I'm Lauren Paritra. Please take a moment to subscribe. I currently have a lead on Katie Miller, who is the wife of Stephen Little Bitch Miller. She married him on purpose, and now she's building a podcast on the backs of trafficked children. Stephen Little Bitch Miller is the man behind all of this terror, and our lead is a little too close for comfort. So every sub, every like, every comment, every share is an FU to Katie and Stephen Little Bitch Miller. So the FACE Act is the Federal Access to Clinic Entrances Act. It passed in 1994. Maximum penalty, 10 years, federal prison. And over the past few years, dozens of anti-abortion activists were charged, convicted, and sent to federal prison for entering abortion clinics, blocking access to life-saving care, and disrupting operations.
I just want to let you know we're offering a $25,000 reward for anyone who's willing to come forward with testimony against Santangelo. There's a lot of protection and cover for you, and your voice really matters.
Justice for Phoenix! Justice for Anho!
3 days, though, 3 days after Trump was inaugurated in Jan 2025, he pardoned all of them. All of them. Nearly 24 people who had broken into clinics, posed as patients, barricaded themselves into bathrooms, and physically grabbed patients. Yes, grabbed them. One activist spent 3 hours locked in a Planned Parenthood bathroom, forcing 50 appointments to be rescheduled. Another group forcefully grabbed a patient's body, and told her not to go through with abortion, according to federal court records. The pardons came with a new Justice Department memo. The DOJ would not prosecute clinic invasions unless they were part of extraordinary circumstances with significant aggregating factors such as death and serious bodily harm or serious property damage. I like how property damage is in the same breath as death. We're valuing those two the same. It's crazy. The FBI dropped multiple ongoing investigations into threats made against abortion clinics. Herb Gertie served 17 months in federal prison for entering a Washington clinic in 2020. Trump pardoned him. He's planning to do it again. Jonathan Darnell served 34 months for use of force and physical obstruction at a clinic. Trump pardoned him. His message to police: if you're a Christian police officer, you need to commit in your heart to not arrest rescuers, even if it costs you your job. Now, Don Lemon is reportedly being charged under the same FACE Act.
I'm speaking to an organization there that's gearing up for resistance and protest. I've been pleasantly surprised to see the community coming together. I'm just going to walk in, see what's happening.
It was this report 2 weeks ago that landed him in hot water with the Trump administration. He followed anti-ICE agitators into a Minneapolis church whose pastor is believed to work with ICE.
I'm not part of the group. I'm just here photographing. I'm a journalist.
But the White House claims he was one of the organizers. And today, Attorney General Pam Bondi says a grand jury indicted Lemon on charges that he interfered with the congregants' civil rights.
If I haven't been clear already, if you violate that sacred right, we are coming after you.
Don Lemon is planning to fight the charges. His lawyer saying the journalist's work in Minneapolis was, quote, constitutionally protected.
The charges they allege that he entered a church during service, disrupted worship, and harassed families with children. He's also being charged with conspiracy to deprive rights. He's facing up to 10 years in federal prison. The FACE Act protects both abortion clinics and places of worship. Same law, same penalties, same federal crime. Trump pardoned people who invaded abortion clinics, and then Don Lemon allegedly enters a church doing his job as a journalist, and suddenly the FACE Act exists again. Funny how that works out. That would be selective enforcement if you ask me, when anti-abortion activists invade clinics and grab patients, and then the president's issuing pardons, but then somebody on the opposing side of Trump allegedly goes to a church as a journalist to do their journalistic duties, full weight of law enforcement comes on down. The National Abortion Federation tracked a 538% increase in people obstructing clinic entrances from 2021 to 2022.
The National Abortion Federation has completed its annual report on basically the number of violent attacks and threats that abortion providers have dealt in a given year. In this case, they're looking at 2022. And unfortunately, what they've noticed is a pretty significant uptick in violence toward abortion providers, specifically in states that still have reproductive rights in place, that still allow for abortion. So here's what they found. If you take a look at this graph, it'll give you a comparison between 2021, that's the light blue, and 2022, that's the dark blue. And as you can see in every category that's noted on this graph, the number of these violent acts or violent threats has increased in 2022.
A 913% increase in stalking of clinic staff, 144% increase in bomb threats. After Trump's pardons, clinics reported a spike in incidents. The FBI dropped their investigation into a bomb threat at a health center in July and handed it off to state authorities who haven't even followed up yet. Paul Vaughn was convicted of blocking access to a Tennessee clinic in 2021. Trump pardoned him. He told fellow activists that felony charges embolden us. Lauren Handy celebrated that her pardon lifted the restriction banning her from standing within 1,000 feet of an abortion clinic. Jason Storms is convening a conference in South Carolina next month to retrain the next generation of clinic protesters. 3 days after inauguration, this is what Trump was up to. He made it clear, if you're on his side, the FACE Act doesn't apply to you. If you're not, it sure does. Activists are planning a new wave of clinic invasions and telling Christian police officers to refuse to arrest them, even if it costs them their jobs. Don Lemon is about to learn that in Trump's America, the law only applies to people who are on his side. And every abortion clinic in America is just learning that they're on their own. And if you're still here, please make sure you're subscribed. Take a moment. If you're not, fix that. Remember, every like, every share, every comment is a reminder, one, that we're paying attention, and two, it's an FU to Katie and Stephen Little Mitch Miller. It's the least we can do. Remember, because this is the world that we're living in where some people get pardoned and some people are not a fan of Trump and don't. We'll be back with more.